Hello everybody and welcome to this part 49 of the Arduboy dev stream. Outside of the stream I have fixed some bugs, so first I will show you that, and then we'll continue to implement the saving of the spike, and maybe we will be able to load it in the game. We'll see that later. Alright, so yeah, first let's see the fix I've made. So um, yeah, the first thing I've done is the transparency for the item, for the spikes, for example, transparency. So during last stream I thought it was in the image attribute, and actually it was in the image attribute. It's the color key. You can set a color key, so it's a minimum and maximum in between, and all the color in between these two colors are considered as transparent. Because we have only black and white image, because of the Arduboy, it's only black and white screen. So I can just between black and gray, I can consider it as transparent and only keep the white pixels. So this should be here. And obviously I need to change the source over to the source copy to the source over. So copy is just copy the pixel on the image, but over the source over is using the transparency, the alpha channel of the pixels to composite the image. So if there is a transparency like alpha, then the pixel is not overwrited but blended. So I need the source over and this one, and I clear the image with transparent. This one is useless. By default is transparent, but just in case I write it. Alright, that was not enough. Also in the map data, I think we should also change to the source over when we draw the items. We can stay in source copy when we draw the wall first. Alright, then the next, I had trouble, if you remember in the last stream, with the image of the toolbar. Actually it appears the bug was a Visual Studio bug. So I just close Visual Studio and reopen it, and hey, voila, it works all by miracle. I think the problem was I started to create an icon called the mirror icon. Then I decided to change to an image with the same name, mirror icon, but the type is become from icon to image, and then Visual Studio totally get confused because it has the same name, and then blah blah blah, it didn't work anymore. So after after I close Visual and reopen the solution, then Visual find it back, and then it works. I could let me show you. I could just simply yeah, for example, if I choose this one and choose the image, and now if I select it, you can see it here. Can you see? No, you don't see that window. Let me show you on this screen. Now if I choose it, I can see it here. Before I could not see it, there was nothing. So yeah, so basically nothing. I just changed the size of the icon to 16, because obviously it's a 16 in the toolbar, and also fix a crash bug. I think it's here, testing if the selected item was not new. Alright, so that's it. And the last bug I fixed is when I was clicking on the toolbox for the items, I was not selecting the correct one. It's just that I didn't use the right picture box size for the clicking. It's the copy paste bug. Alright, so yeah, so now we can just continue or the editing, the saving of the item. So we will need to write this init function, and the last, the array and the size. So yeah, I guess we can start by writing this function. Let's we'll copy this one, for example, as an example. So in the map data we have, I will write a new function here. Write init functions, and I need the stream writer. Alright, so we need to know how many screen, and then we need to write one screen function per screen. So I think I will write another function again. Let's call it this one for later, and we just call this write init function for one screen, and then obviously we have the screen ID. Okay, so then we can start writing the lines. Alright, so obviously this will be the screen ID. Okay, then we can open the bracket, and then we should write all the item that is inside this screen. So I guess we will need a function telling us which item is in this screen. So okay, let me end this, and okay, remove that for now, and then yeah, we have to write our spikes. So we will have a list of item. Oh, maybe we should have this list in parameter. Yeah, that would be better, I think. Items on screen. Okay, so then we can iterate. For each item on screen. Item on screen. We can write the line. this. So this is where we need the name of the item. And then we can iterate again and write the position. Oh, let me just take this. So add the items in the manager and the map manager, and init the position of the item. Okay, finish the init function. Okay, begin of the init function. Okay, so we need to have the coordinate, and we need to know the name of the item. The item name is inside the item, or yeah, forgot. Yeah, get an instance name. Yeah, yes, it's inside. So we should also probably move that to the item, the init, and the add also. Yeah. So item write add to manager, and then I need to give of course the instance count, instance number, and I also need the function to write position init, write init position. Okay, so let's write this two function in the item. Okay, so that's so we need instance number, the writer, and the instance number. And same for this one. Okay, and then this manager, and this for the position. So here we need to give the writer and the instance number, which I don't know yet. We'll see. Here I need to get the number, the name. So okay, and this is where I can call the function we wrote the last during the last video, given the instance number. And here it's the same. And This time we need to give the position, so that's pretty easy. Okay, that's mx to string and my to string. Okay, so that function is finished if we have the correct parameters. This one also, if we have the correct parameter. Okay, I probably need to add some tabulation just to make the code looks good. Let's do that while I'm thinking of it. So one tab, and here also just add one tab. Okay, so now this is the probably difficult part, is to get the instance ID. So yeah, it depends how I want to write this init function. Yeah, don't know yet. And we'll see. Let's after writing the item, I can call the init function. Let's rename this function also. Write item instance. That's better. And then we can have another last function, which is write init function array. Okay, so yeah, that one should be pretty simple to write. So okay, horizon here. So I can write the comment. Then I can write the beginning of it. And then I can iterate. I will iterate on the number of screen, and then I write the end of the array. Then I can write the comment also, and that doesn't change, always the same. Write the number of screen. I guess here we should have the number of screen, so screen count, and we can just iterate on that number. I will write not a line, but I will start with a tab also for nice formatting, and then I will write not line, but just this plus I to string plus the comma, and that should be okay. And we can write line after the last one. Yep. So number of screen count. So we'll go to 0 to whatever the number it is. Write the array of init function. Okay, so I will outcode it for now. Just put 1 for now. And then, yeah, we need to write this function. So, the index. Okay, so that's a bit tricky because I want, like I said, we want to reuse the instance, but we will do that in a second, in 2 steps. So right now, yeah, I'm thinking the index number. If I do it by type, it's maybe a little bit difficult to handle. Maybe I can have that number global number. I mean, it doesn't matter in the code if you have a sprite 23 and then mummy 20 or mummy 12 or stalactite 31, or even all item could be called item 1 1 2. Doesn't matter about the type. So which means the counter here should be refactored a little bit. That would be easier if we store the item number or item counter inside the item. As long as they get their unique ID, that should be fine. Yeah, even if we, let's say, if we edit, if we delete an item, let's say I create a 4 spike 1 2 3 4, then I delete the number 2, then I create a new one. The new one could be 5, so we will have 1 3 4 5, for example. It really doesn't matter actually. So that would be easier to do it like that. So to do it like that, we can just have the map keeping global counter for every item that is added. And when we add the item, it gives that ID that's counter to the item. Yeah. So yeah, I think we have to do that. We have to switch to this it would be easier. Just my gut feelings. All right, so let's add a new variable in the item. So let's just call it ID. Could be 0, or 0 could be invalid ID, for example. Unique ID to used during the export of the map. All right, so then this ID we will just use instead of this. So I don't need it, just want this. Actually, my get instance name, I also don't need it. I can just use it. What's the function? Yeah, I don't need here, sorry. I just use this one. And this and this, so I don't need it also. All right, so that's all the writing. And then when we add a new item, so I guess when it's created, it should get is idea. Sorry. So unique idea, and I store it. Could be const, because I'm not supposed to modify it. So normally here I can const value, you can pass it into, can you pass it in? Yeah, you can pass it into constructor, but you have to initialize it this way. This way, right? I forgot if it this way. This like this. I forgot how to initialize it on the constructor. Quick search. Forgot the syntax. It should work. What is saying? With a reference qualified with a type name instead. Type name. Read only. That's probably read-only. Ah, yes. I always get confused about the constant, the read-only in C#. Sorry about that. That's what I wanted to do. So we have our unique IDs. Then yeah, then what? Then we need to change a lot of stuff. This we don't need it anymore. And there's a lot of function call that we don't need anymore. So this one we don't need to specify the item count now. They knows their own item ID. And okay, and then the add when we create it. Yeah, so like I said, I want a counter of item item count item ID count. So I need a variable because I don't want to decrease that variable even if you delete some stuff. So I don't want to use the, for example, the size of the list or whatever. Variable to give unique ID to item instances. Let's put an S here. Okay, so in the add here, we should give increase it and give it to the parameter. Okay, does it compile? Yeah, so let's try it. Okay, I have this, I want this, I want another one which I mirror, and let's save it and let's see what we have. Okay, we didn't call, or yeah, we didn't call the function to the init function, but we have our init screen, which is already quite good. So we forgot to call the screen. I will just add some lines to this one and maybe before that one. Okay, so yeah, right, the init function, we need to get all the item of this list. So basically it's a bit like having the same list as here as the spike, but it's not exactly that. It's okay, I will just copy it right now just for testing, but we need to have a function. Okay, let's write a function just to prepare it. So private So list of items, and we will call it get items on screen and the screen ID. And right now I will just return this, but it's clearly not what we should write, but that's fine. And then I can call this with the ID number, whatever, number 1. And of course you need the writer, and you need the screen ID, so screen ID 1, and the item on the screen ID 1. So actually if we have a function, then this could be inside that function. Yeah. So let's write it like this. We'll get of the screen ID, get all the items on the current screen, on the specified screen. All right, so it's right again. I wrote too many, I will delete some. Okay, and then let's save it, and let's see. Okay, so we have our init function, spike 1, 4, and 5. Yeah, that's exactly what I told you. I add some and I delete some. So we have spike 1, 4, and 5, and spike 1, 4, and 5, and we have the position. Wow, that's pretty good. Let's add a space here and then some command and space over there. And I think that's pretty a good step here. Yeah, no matter, that's fine. Right, position. Add all the items to the manager, and then write a line. Then we can also add a comment for the position. You need the item position. Okay. I want a line also at the beginning of the init function. All right. So let's try again. And we have init. I forgot the tab for the comment, and that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I will commit that. Add the tab. All right, let's commit that and then implement the function to get the item correctly. So we add our unique ID into the items. Item class, and then we add the function to write the init function in the exported file. Yeah, so that's our global ID. So we remove the instance counter, and yeah, and here we add it in the constructor. All right, so do you want to test that? Maybe we can test that. We have a full let me check if we have some screen. To plug my Arduboy camera. The Arduboy camera. Okay, and we need to yeah, I will replace the file that we save. I will just replace the save for now because I just want to save. Where's the save function? Where's the save? I lost the save. It's not here, it's not here. It's menu, yep, it's here. So that's save. Yeah, properties. Default. So this is our settings image. No, it's game. I think it was game relative path. Yep. Plus this one. Forgot if in the check in the settings. Oh yeah, there is the so map data. All right, so we will overwrite our first map data. Let's put a spike here, one here, and but I don't know where is the rig. Where's Rick? I don't know. Oh, we have a drawing issue, half pixel shift. And then we will save it. So before I save it, let's check something. Yes, this memorize checkpoint. That's something we need to do. Okay. At least for some screen, otherwise the rig will not the player will not be initialized. We'll just hardcode it right now to hardcode it. So the way to the checkpoint, the way to do the checkpoint, I think the easiest one is to have an item of type rig, and when we place in the level editor, when we place a rig, that means that's the respawn point, the checkpoint respawn position. So yeah, we can do that. No, it's not here. It's but yeah, okay. It's in the item. We will write this. So write add to item manager. Yeah. So we can check if the type is rig. Then we should write this, otherwise we should write this. And of course we should add this type. I will give a big number for now. Okay, so because rig you don't spawn it, but yeah. And here we should write the position x and y. And yeah. Okay. So now we can just add a rig inside the map. I will hardcode it for now. So and let's say something like 20 and maybe more on the, so maybe 30. Okay, I will just test it before. let's test this. Oh, we have an exception. What is that? Yeah, the sprite is known for it. Sure. Let's add a sprite for Rick. So image provider. Get a Rick image. So I forgot the name of the image, but I will check quickly. It's called Rick. Yeah, Rick PNG. I can take the first one. That's fine. That's 9. That's 16, I think. No, maybe not. I need to check again. Sorry. Okay, Arduboy here. So how tall is Rick? It's yeah, 16 pixel. Yeah, 9 by 16. 916 and RGB. Let's put it blue. Okay. Get Rick image. Okay, so we have Rick, and then in the item, if we want update sprite, case type Rick. Get Rick image. Okay, so do we need to change something else? Oh, maybe it will write an instance name for, and this one is empty. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I will not write anything if it's a Rick, which I don't want to. That's fine. Only here. Ah, that's okay. Should be okay. Okay, we have a Rick in blue. Nice. And it's around here. Let's open the map. Ah, it's a little bit too... Can I select it? Yeah. Oh, but I forgot to do this. Let me remove this. Okay, and can I move it here? Yeah. Okay. Fine. So, I didn't. I wanted to. Let's redo it. I wanted to check the save. Yeah, that's a usability, user experience bug. Okay, let's save it and see what we have. Not here, here. Okay. It didn't appear here. Why? Should be here. Ah, yes, I know. It's because of the function, hard-coded function, not totally finished. So let's get it on screen. let's add, we'll continue to the hard coding stuff. Items of type rig of 0. Okay. And save. Let's see. We have checkpoint memorization. That's good. But the instance, we also need the position here, which is not good. This one should be avoid. So it's in the item right position. If not rig. Let's try again. Map test. So yeah, we have a checkpoint. Okay, now it seems okay. I just need a tab also here. All right, so let's try to do it for real. That's our first map. I'll reload this one. I will edit this one. I will move it here. Then I will place some spike here maybe. And this one here. And another one here. Mirror. Okay. That's our level. And let's save it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's try to compile the Arduboy. Does it compile? It doesn't compile. Init screen 0 was not declared in this scope. Okay. Init screen 1 and 0. Oh, yeah, I'm done not starting from the same number. Okay, let's fix that. Here. So I guess should be 0 here. Screen ID. Screen ID 0. Yeah, because here I iterate from 0, which makes more sense. All right, let's start again. I'm sorry, I need to redo it every time because we don't have the read again of all the item. We have the read of the level, but not the read of the item. So mirror. Okay, let's save it. Save. Now it's 0. Okay, let's try to compile. It's compiling, and it compiles. Okay, we are 68%. It's a small map, obviously. Let's launch it. Let's launch it. And this is our first level. Created with the level editor. Oh, we have, yes, we have the spike inversion, horizontal, vertical. Last stream we have noticed that. I said that's strange. It's so spike are inverted, but this is the level we have in our editor. And I can die on it. Okay. I'm not sure I can even take the. Probably I cannot take the later. I'll try. Oh, that's really. That's too small. Can't probably even if I go here. No. No, that level is impossible. But that's cool. That's really cool. I'm very happy. We have our first level edited with our level editor. Yeah. Okay, so let's commit this stuff and we will fix this horizontal vertical problem. I think it's all in editor, so. Which means, by the way, that the compression algorithm seems good. Yeah. Like this one, yeah, it works well. All right, so let's commit this and okay, 1 hour record, and then we will fix that, and maybe I'm not sure. We'll see if I have more time. So what do we have here? Oh yeah, that's the map data. I will not commit it yet. We can just keep our old data for now. So yeah, so add the rig item in order to place the spawn position. So we have our rig type, rig image, and then we generate different stuff. And then here, okay, that's okay. You can also not commit this. And here we hard-coded the rig, and here, yeah, fix some bugs. Okay. Yeah, basically it's this. Fix some add the spawn position of rig in the exported file. Okay, yeah, can commit this. All right, so a couple of things. Our spike is inverted, so I guess that was correct here. But but the mirror but so the problem is not here. The problem is in probably in the image. Horizontal. This is horizontal. This is vertical. For the sprite, the vertical is mirror. Okay, that's the bug. The bug is here. It should be horizontal. That is mirror, I guess. Let me check something. Spike horizontal. No. Oh, yeah. Maybe it's the image. So the image spike horizontal is actually like this. Spike vertical is actually like this. Okay. So I guess the bug is this one. But that's a bit strange to see that in the code, so yeah, let's do it like this. And image provider, we switch. How about that? There's error. Yeah, so that's false and true and nothing. Yeah, that's the image size is not correct. That's 4, that's 3. Okay, and okay. So let's try again. This time I try to make a level that can be that can be traversed. Okay. Save. And then we will, let's check this. Okay, we have special on Mirror X. Yes, that seems good. Let's try it. Let's try on the Arduboy. Camera is dead. Yeah, seems so. Okay. So and camera is again I have a force contact. Okay, I have a force contact here. I think I detected the problem on my camera. Ah, that's a good news. I think it's the cable. So I will fix it outside of the stream. Alright, so no. Still not the mirror is inversed. What? No. We're still not good. We're still not good. It's still inverse. We are still inversed. What happened? Anyway, I'll play again. I will play anyway. Ooh. I lost one spike. There should be one spike here. Yeah. I can traverse all the screen like that. That's cool. Alright. Why we are inversed? I don't know. Maybe I will leave that for outside of the stream. Let's implement the function that compute the item on screen. Okay. Not this one, this one. Yep. Too many screens. Alright, so I think I will just revert what I've done because it's useless, and I will leave that for later. Yeah. The bug is somewhere else. Anyway, so the function was not this one, get items on screen. It's not as easy function as it seems. We should iterate on all the items and check if they are inside the screen coordinate. So we probably yeah, I have a screen ID. We probably need to have the screen coordinate for that function, not only the screen ID. Mainly the screen coordinate, actually. Let's do that. Int x. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we need to iterate on all the items, I think. And then yeah, we probably need to have a list, of course, the result. Okay, iterate on all items to find those inside the screen. I will call it top, left, top, and no, left and top. So that's the left corner and top corner of the screen. And if can create a function is in puzzle screen left and top, then we can add it to the result list. And then we can just return that list. For now, we'll just also add Rick, but we will have to remove it when we have the addition to, which I will probably do outside of the screen. Add Rick item in the toolbox, and then we can click to place it. But remove that line when Rick can be, oh, maybe, no, actually I can remove it now because it will be on the screen. Yeah, as the hard-coded line in the constructor that should be removed. All right, so if is in puzzle screen top left, then yeah, return the list. All right, so we can write this function. I think the screen width and height is here, so maybe I should give all the value. Puzzle screen width, yeah. And we should convert to item coordinate, game world coordinate. So I think, yeah, let's do that here. Convert the screen called to game world coord. So and left x left times the wall sprite width, and right x should be left plus Arduboy puzzle screen width times wall sprite width and top x. I got top times wall sprite height bottom x for top plus for the screen height time wall sprite height, and then we can give that left x, top x, or maybe, yeah, right x, bottom x. Okay, so yeah, we can have this function now in the item. int, and that's quite similar to that. It's just that this is different coordinate. Nope. Left and right. Should be equal. No, I don't think so. Top and bottom. Oh. All right. Yes, I think that's correct. So how about here? No, here. We just add it to the list and then we export it. So now we need to know the coordinates. Well, I think we should leave that to that function. So let's add this parameter. Screen left, screen top. And okay, we'll just for now export the first one. All right. And we'll test this, and to test it we will put some spike in the other yeah, actually I will go back to my test map. So one spike here, one spike here, and let's save it. So we have spike 2 and 3, but nothing in the first screen. No, that's not good. One spike should be inside. Let's step inside this one. Let's save it. Save. And also Rick should be inside. So we are left 0, 0, 128, 64. That seems correct for the coordinate. And then go here, So mx is 20. That's correct. Top is 0. 0? Why is 0 top? Yeah, top is 0. My is 30. Bottom 64, 30. Yeah, that should return true. But it doesn't. Mx and what is the problem? This is true. What it mx my e. Okay, let's try again. Get confused here. Save. Let's check that in the watch. This is false. What is false? This is false. What is mx? 20. Left. 0. Right. What? Why it's false? Get confused. mx is greater than left. What? Yes. Lower than, okay. It's inverse. Let's reverse the test. If mx is greater than this, or mx less than this, or my is greater than this, or my less than bottom. Okay, that should works better, I guess. This and this, and save, and then there we are. Okay, so we can look at our test map. We have two spikes because we exported all of them, and but on the first screen we only add the spike 2, not the 3, and yeah, that seems good. All right. Yeah. So let's commit this. Let's commit this. Okay. So what about that? No, I don't want to commit this right now. What about this? Yeah. The form no, and no about this. Yeah. Okay. So implement the function that compute all the gather all the items on a specific puzzle screen. All right. So I still have a little of time to. Maybe we can try to do this function to the function to iterate on all the screen here. So okay, so now we have a problem, which is the path between all the screen, how to follow it. It's, I guess it will be too complicated to do it on automatically, to write the code to find the path to the next screen. Maybe not. I mean, maybe that will be possible if there's only one exit from one screen to the next screen, which should be the case actually, but not necessarily. Could have two exits, but goes to the same screen. Um, so yeah, what I'm saying is maybe we can ask the level designer to place the order of the screen, um, and for us that's easier to export. Or otherwise, if we write the function that just compute it automatically, yeah, that may be possible. I'm thinking it's not maybe not that difficult. Um, if we check where is the exit, but again, yeah, because in the game there cannot be two different exit to two different screen, because that makes problem with the checkpoint system. Our current map, which have this four screen, and if you go in the right exit, then you know that you don't get to the item spawn. So they should only this is a constraint of the game. They should only it's a corridor. The game is a corridor, so only one exit to the next screen. Uh, it's a game design choice, I would say. So yeah, I guess we can try to iterate that. That's a bit difficult because if there is no, I mean, if the level design is not correctly done, then I may find some exit. Basically, finding an exit is going all around the screen, the sprite all around the screen, and if we find um, if we find a nothing sprite, then that would be the exit. Mm, yeah, and yeah, maybe it can be done because that will be more flexible rather than ask. Otherwise, I need to add more tools to edit the path on the map, and also that would means more drawing more information on the map. So yeah, let's try to do the algorithm. That's maybe not that complicated. So probably what I need is just a starting screen. Which screen I start, and from there I can find the next one, then the next one, the next one, etc. And that would be easy because I can just in the editor just have a two coordinate to tell where is the starting screen. That would be easy. So then I need a function to tell me the next screen coordinate, and then I will iterate until what? I don't know. iterate until what? I don't know. Maybe, yes, maybe I need the end screen. I can have the first screen and the end screen. Yeah. So start X. Again, we have the start X and end X. and start Y and end Y also. Or I'll call it start screen X. Okay, so I will call it I will take coordinate in in sprite, level sprite coordinate. So for now we'll just go from the 0, 0 to the bottom one, and then I iterate. I don't know how much time I iterate, but I will. So I need current one also. Current screen X. So the current one will start with the start. Same for the Y. I need the current screen code with the start one. So to do hard code it start and end, and we will iterate while the current X is different from end, and the current Y is different from the end. Then we can write the unique function for this coordinate, current and current Y, and I need a screen counter in it, screen ID, which will start with 0, and we can give it here, and we will increase it at the end of the loop or just after, whatever. Write the init function of the current screen, get the next screen coordinates. Okay, so I think this function is pretty small, so I guess I can just write the code inside. I don't want to create a function for that. So like I said, we can iterate on the border of the screen, of each screen. So we can, okay, we start with current X, and we will go to current X plus that's a height. And okay. So we are iterating on X. We don't want to iterate everywhere on the map, but just on the border. So we are checking for y0 and y, the last y. So if m level actually the corner is a bit problematic. If it's empty in the corner, I don't know if I should go up or if I should go, for example, on the side. So I guess I will avoid the corner. So let's do this +1 -2. If level the x current y is, so the sprite ID should be, so if it's a destroyable block also, that means that's an exit, right? You can put the destroying block just at the limit of the screen, and then you explode it, and then you go through. So greater or equal to this. And I guess if I need to cast in byte, I forgot. Byte. So if we found an exit, then yeah, then we found an exit. So that means or we can just change our current. So so we are iterating on the top line. So the x stay the same, but the y decrease by one height. And then we should break. Same thing for the bottom. So plus the height -1. Then this one is plus, and we break. And now we need to check the two sides. So we can do it. We should do it outside of this loop, maybe. Because if we do it inside of the loop, we can make a test. If it's 0, then we iterate. No, let's do it outside. I think it would be easier. But so checks next screen coordinate above or below. Is exit found. So let's say false. I need to have a Boolean flag here that becomes true. Here also, and here I just test the left and right only if we didn't found the exit above or below. Alright, but the code is very similar, so we iterate on y if it's screen y plus 1, y current y plus height. Okay, and then this is current screen x y, then this time will be current x will change. So if we are on current x, so that means we go on the left. Current x plus puzzle width minus 1 y, then that means we go on the right. I don't need to change the boolean flag because I just want to exit. And yeah, so we are checking the we are trying to find one exit on each side of the map. So obviously they should only have one. There is maybe an extra test I want to do if we are on the extremity, like if it's 0, for example, I should not exit outside of 0. So where should I do that? Maybe just here, iterating and if this one is greater than 0 and this, and if so we should not go too much below. Is less than puzzle screen level width, level height, yeah, level width, level width minus height, something like that. Same for the x. Same for the x. Same for the x. Same for the x. Yeah. And this one. This one here. X. Oh, that's level width. I mixed everything. Well, that's height. Okay. Yeah. I think that makes our next level. Alright, so let's try that. And if we reach the end, we don't export the end. So um, maybe we should. Mm, maybe we can do a do while. No, if it's the same. Um, okay, let's move this because I want to export also the end screen from an edition point of view. That makes more sense. So we can do that, and or or we can just write it at the end. Okay, we can write at the end after the loop. Here, is it here? After the while loop. Yeah, we can write the end screen. End screen X, end screen Y, and this should be increased also. No, the screen ID will be correct. Okay. Write the init function of the last screen. Alright, so let's try this and open my. Oh, yeah. I save. Okay, I have a save of that level. I've overwrite my map level. Let's get back my save. Okay, so I want to export these two levels, top one and bottom one. We are checking top and bottom first. There's also exit here on the right. So normally it's not correct. It's not the correct level design, but that's fine. Later, by the way, later the editor can check this, can check that there is not several exit, and probably forbid the export of the map, because that will create a bug in the game. So, but because we are testing top and bottom first, it should find this exit first. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, if we have a stairs like that, that's also an exit. So we should change it to later the test. Okay. But let's try that. Let's save it and see what we have. We only have. Let me check again. We only have one screen, which is not good. Because yeah, I forgot to call that function. I guess no. So yeah, I was saying first the later. Later platform with later. That's an exit, but not the arrow launcher. Okay, so that's a complex if. We can write a small function for that. Let's write a small function for that. Where is our function? I lost it. It's around here. Private bool. is a screen is a puzzle screen exit, and we can have we take wall ID. No, we take byte wall ID, and then we will just return wall ID greater than this, or wall ID equal later, or wall ID equal later with platform. And then I can use that function over here. And here and here and here. All right, so that's our later issue, and we okay, seems to work. Current screen x y, current screen x start y start x 0, start screen y 0. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's put let's step inside this. Save. We are already exiting y and 8 current 0 different. I want equal. If it's equal, if we reach the end, while it's a while, so while it's different, yeah, that's correct. Why am I exiting? Current screen x start screen x, current screen y start screen y, start screen y. This is different and this is different. This is false. Okay, and the first one is false. First one is true. The second one is true. So it's not this. And so not this is not this, not this is this or that. Yeah, exactly. I can put or to revert it. So while something is different, we can iterate. Okay, let's try again. So it's or open. I lost again. Let's just a minute, I will recopy it. Okay. Okay, and then I save it. And what we have here, we have two screens, screen 0, screen 1. We have a rig in the first screen, nothing. Okay, we don't, okay, this we don't have, it's not correct. We can, okay, it's not correct, but that's fine. I guess we didn't give the correct number of screen in the save. I forgot where it is. The screen count is here. So if I want 2 here, we should, of course, we will count the number of screen, and we can save it and give it to that function. Yeah, by the way, we can do it now. What time is it? Yeah, almost 2. Ooh, I need to finish. But we can do it quickly, I guess. There is a lot of suspense. I count the screen ID is here, it's counting, so we can return it. And we can return it. Return the number of screen. So since it's a screen count, I can add 1. And this here, I can give it here. Okay, let's try that. I will add some spike. I will add another one here on the second screen, and let's save it. Save. Let's check our map. Okay, so screen 0, screen 1, we have spike 2, spike 3, and we have a 2 init function. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, then let's commit that, and that will be the end of the stream. So this I don't want, this I don't want, and okay, so what did we change? Quite a lot, actually. Function to find the exit. So I'm not sure about that function. There's probably some bugs. We will have to probably debug this. We'll see. And yeah. So implement the function that find the path along the screen, the puzzle screen, and export all of them. Yeah, and that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and yeah, next stream, during next video, we will continue to implement this. So we still have the question about reusing the instance of the different items. So some item can be reused, some not, and how to decide which item can be reused. So that's more code here. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video then. Bye bye.